Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Welcome. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Tiger 1, landing. Tiger 3 engaging. On the mark. Breaking out of mark. Enemy shot down.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Missile launched. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Shaking bandit.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base. Evading missile.
Mage 2 shot down a bandit. Mage 2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice. It's going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Column, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Missile launch.
Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Frank! Shit, I've got to reject!
Still airborne. Finish it off.
Hit on target confirmed.
On target 6.
Page 2, locked.
Column 2, you've taken some damage. Bandit has a lock on me.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They converge with their whole payload.
Targeting good range.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Column 3, bandit on your 6. Bandit acquired. Firing.
One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Fox 2, Fox 2. It didn't connect. Mage 2, you're targeted. Enemy's got a lock.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Locked.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Locked on target. Enemy's locked on.
To Gollum and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with Bossman on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, cleared for takeoff. Situation is tight. with magnitude restriction is...
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all...
Keep an eye out for enemy bombs.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have...
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some... The office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Engage squadron. Zordi, ASAP.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! The radar vehicles are under fire!
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
In gun range.
The enemy has a lock on you.
Vehicle down.
The anti-air radar vehicle has been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
It's air raid! We're being attacked by enemy aircraft!
On target.
We're using the containers now! Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility as fighters.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Caution. Pull up.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now!
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
Caution. Pull up.
Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Shred the
2
radar
targets
network.
remaining.
That radar was just about to go online! We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory. And acquired. Initiating attack.
Caution.
Enemy has locked me!
Missile.
Box 2!
Missile. Missile.
Missile incoming! Break!
LM1, box 2.
Caution.
Locked on.
Caution. Pull up.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Caution. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Missile away.
Hostile has a lock!
That's a miss.
In gun range.
Breaking! Roger 6!
They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't say I believe them.
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Caution. Pull up.
Protect the radar vehicle! Return fire!
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
There's 6 enemies, and some are really good.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Caution.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Caution.
Crush as many as you can.
Caution. 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 Pull up.
Missed.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup.
Here's some feedback for those war merchants.
Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Enemy transports taxiing.
We can't capture. We've expanded the front lines too quickly. Getting out of block. Breaking. This is Score 6, evading enemy missile.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Read-aim over clear ground. Score 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target is destroyed.
I'm glued to this one.
All aircraft, residential area is below you.
Pull up. Caution.
Break! Break!
Mates 2, break that lock.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Missile. Missile.
Score 4, attack did not hit.
That radar was just about to go online.
Breaking away. Missile closing on me.
Missile away.
Pull up.
Are you telling me we can't even avenge our fallen?
Box 2.
Locked.
Missile.
Phase 2, missile inbound! I've lost control.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Checker 6, you've got a bandit.
Caution.
The enemy has a lock on me. Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Taking cover in the clouds. Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Fox 3. Fox 3.
It didn't connect.
Fire at gear guns. Now.
Targeting gun range.
Checker 6, you've got a bandit.
Mage 2. Walking.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Pull up.
Phase 2, enemy sighted on your tail. Breaking, can't get away from the rock.
Enemies travel a long way, so you're trying to hit this quickly. Huh? Keep your mind focused.
5 targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Missile. Caution.
APCs have nowhere to hide.
us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
4 targets remaining. 3 targets remaining. Miss. That's a miss.
Got it. Yours. Fox 2. Launch preparations complete. Orders are free. Whenever you're ready. Ejected. Stand clear. 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Caution.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter? He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Caution. Pull up.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you. He's mine. He's not getting away.
Caution. Missile.
Missile, move!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemies locked on.
Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
Don't try to read their movements.
Pull up.
H2, missile launch. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Missile.
Mage 1 launching missile.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition 0.
No remaining special artillery.
Caution! Hostile has a radar lock.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Target was not struck. Don't ice up in there.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good.
Missile.
Just 2 more. Golem Squadron, surround them.
Missile. Missile.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it.
Missile.
Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile.
Shit. I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile. Missile.
Targeting range of guns.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. Missile launch.
Keep your eyes open in those clouds. They won't show up on the radar.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Grays Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
way. H2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet, wild, and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Missile.
Caution, hostile at the radar lock.
Go with your jerk, give me your shield.
Missile.
Enemy behind you. Take it.
Missile.
That flank is open. Shelton 2, move in.
Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Mage 2, missile away.
Missile.
Break Mage 2!
Missile. Star warning.
He escaped into the clouds.
Star warning. Missile. 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 Missile.
Break it, break it, break it. I'm glued to this one. Bandit acquired. Firing. Missile! Missile! I can't!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Target lock. Firing.
Missile. Missile.
They won't show up on the radar. Bandits are in the clouds.
Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Position behind bandit. Fox 2. They evaded. Continuing attack. Grand 3 is bailing out. We're surrounded. I lost control.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy. Gollum 4, enemy behind you.
Gargoyle 1, take them down.
I've got you now. Firing.
Stay decided.
Missile.
Mage 2, missile in the air.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Mage 2, locked.
Missile. Missile.
Team pursuit, give me a hand.
Missile.
Enemy on my tail. I can't shake him.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Missile closing, evading. Fox 2.
Golem 2 just knocked one down.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
They got me.
3 remaining.
Eject. In position behind bandit.
Missile.
Got this. We're
Missile.
We need reinforcements now. They got me.
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Star warning.
Why did we pull it out? Damn, he got away.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
I got his tail in my sight.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
They have to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Missile.
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Missile.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Break! Now!
Missile.
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile.
Missile.
There's too many of them.
These guys won't go down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Missile.
But this that thing? God help us. You're hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Dodging everything I throw at him.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here?
UAV destroyed.
Missed.
They can't get a lock.
Missile.
H2, Fox 3.
Skeleton 1, check come over. You got me!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, there's Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Mage 1, get your head out of your ass. Stop arguing with the damn drone. Golem 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile. Missile.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit! Status report.
Missile.
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break!
Missile.
Missile!
Missile.
We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
Coming! What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Come in! Control ground. I'm breaking up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
We got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If you were earlier, more of us would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copied that. Returning home.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
I'm still stocked up. Push them on.
Mage 2, locked.
Yowza!
Fox 2, Fox 2. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
This is where we lost.
Mage 2, UAV down. More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
status is fine. Affirmative. This is Gargoyle 1. Leaving Operation Airspace with Column 2.
Retreating aircrafts. Prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Column 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution, missile!
He's fast. It's like he...
Skykeeper, Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run! Going for the loner.
Column and main squadron. Help us.
Get those UAVs off of France.
Red Column and main squadron take the way. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
Get tired.
Locked.
Stall warning.
Fox 2.
Does main squadron still have their hot shot? Then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Column and Mage, we owe you a debt. And we'll pay it.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
Lockdown bandit.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off. Got one in my sights. Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. We get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Column 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
A few seconds could mean life or death for him. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Mage 2, Fox 2. All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
H2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. H2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to carrier. Lower your speed. Your approach looks good. Stay on course. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases squadrons already joined forces.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many Gs he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. job, but stay focused.
Caution. Pull up.
Go Bravo, situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Caution. Pull up.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes.
Tighten the watch. Status report.
He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Are we under attack? No change.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. 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 Caution. Missile.
Break! Missile incoming! H2, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
H2, target destroyed.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Base 2 is down.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. Missile closing. Evade! Locked. H2, target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Missile.
H2, target down.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
being locked onto.
Pull up.
Half of the SAM sites are down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
Pull up.
Golem Squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. Y'all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that. H2, target down. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. H2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
H2, box 2. H2 crashed. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Pull up.
H2 locked. H2, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Target in range of guns.
Missile.
H2, missile away.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
H2, target down. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
Missile.
Golem Squadron.
Missile.
Trigger jumped through the fire.
Missile.
Now it's our turn.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. Y'all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Missile.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that.
Caution. Caution.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Missile.
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
Caution. Pull up.
H2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Enemy is locked on, H2.
Locked on.
Caution. Caution. Missile.
H2, missile away.
Caution. Pull up.
All SAM sites down.
Caution.
LZ.
Caution. Caution.
All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you're clear to land.
Roger. Run in point sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. Their container launched.
Rescue craft tag on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Missile. Missile.
The enemy has a lock on you.
destruction confirmed.
Missile.
Strike!
Hostile on your back, watch out.
Mage 2, missile away.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
Missile.
Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harley, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harley alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermal barracks! There's too many. We can't take all of them. Shit! Rocket!
Missile.
Damn.
Missile. 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 Missile.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Hurley. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. Get Mr. Hurley out of here.
Missile.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
I've got you now. Firing.
Missile.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Hurley.
Yeah, it'll do. Destroy the target. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1. That's the best you can call it.
Enemy's locked. Golem 2, hang in there. It didn't connect.
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down. That's about half. Mop up the rest. UAVs flying toward the space elevator. Mage, Column, get them. UAV down.
Missile.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Fox 2.
UAV confirmed down.
Yeah, I'm on his ass.
Target is in range of guns. Three remaining.
Outstanding. Bandit is down.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. One remaining.
Golem Squadron, let's take it up a notch, okay?
Stall warning. Stall warning.
UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft, former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off. Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, warming up. I can't take it. Missile headed for friendly. Oh no.
Targeting gun range.
Roger. Send UAV to the transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old timer. That's no UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fighter. Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed. Missile incoming!
Mage 2, enemy has a lock on you.
Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1.
Bandit has a lock.
Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, warming up. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fighter.
Can't let you have all the glory.
Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed. Gargoyle 1, where's the signal? Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my order. Please. On the White House. I mean, the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal?
Stall warning.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed. Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble, babble.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel.
Babble, roger.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
Firing, thank you, but why weren't we informed? superiority. Mother Goose 1 hit!
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Main Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Can Mr. Harling, please?
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
How many are in those clouds?
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Following me, eh?
I think.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn on.
Mage 2, Mage 2.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Is it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire, and as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many?
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back,
Can you land your ass as grass?
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good.
Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atone for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
3-3, this is Storm 1. Numbers we can handle. You're safe with us. Storm Squadron, get into formation.
Spare 15, you're too far away. No time for sightseeing.
There's the juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's a roller shaking?
There's smoke!
Send in the fire team.
Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're clear to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now.
After I think the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill after it starts? This is the main burst. If counts go, I decide how you die. All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done. Champ, you've got company behind you.
I need to get away. Breaking! Good! All aircraft, act at your own discretion. Enemy has a lock.
Fox 2.
Fox 2.
I got all dressed up for nothing.
Passing waypoint 2 above ground level.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission. Spare 15, bandit splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later.
Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
Bombers at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score again. Only because kills are self-reported.
Trigger shot down a bomber.
That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. Lost all of them. Where the hell are we out of here? Bandit sighted.
Did they really think they could get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Enemy missile inbound. It's evading. We're losing escort. Hurry now. Finish the job and let's get out. No, we're in front of us.
Enemy missile breaking.
Box 2. Panic. This isn't our first dance. I'm hit! Let's fight! Breaking away!
Focus on destroying the target.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Bandit acquired. Lock on.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need to yap to pull the trigger.
Spare 9 behind the enemy.
Break away! I'm on his back.
High roller, watch your tail. Trigger again.
We're on fire! We're going down!
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Man and McKenzie, please maintain silence for a moment.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scraps. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty.
More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 4 targets remaining. 3 targets remaining.
I'm on my target.
Too far, Dunce. Get closer.
Uh-oh.
That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Chew on lead, pal.
Two targets remaining.
Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war. Get on their ass if you want to score.
One bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served.
Ready, upon board.
Missile in the air! Heads up!
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Yeah, hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So, what? You're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. Spare 15, take off confirmed.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
Yet what is a nation? One from another?
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding kingdom of Erusea. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusea became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusea's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Operation's complete. Stand by at the front.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. Locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Caution. Pull up.
Additional hostiles in the AO. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Ruling the week is a kind of specialty. I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Irregulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
I'll try the building so
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area. Bandit in my sight.
Spare 13, lock it down.
Oh, I can bring a wheel to lift my spirits.
Locked on.
I'm behind the enemy.
I can dodge this!
Somebody bomb him now!
The enemy's after you, Trigger!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target down.
Missile coming at you! You wanna die?
Try to destroy the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The murderer's done it again. I'm gonna have to rethink the odds.
Nothing but trouble this mission, I'm afraid.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Check your 6, behind you!
Friendly bot.
Missile.
In gun range.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
You're low on special weaponry.
Caution. Missile.
Missile incoming!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
You guys creep me out.
Missile.
Look at the scratches on their tails.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Well, the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy?
Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever gives us the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Van Dog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write the password and know it by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Could they have picked a worse location? Can't hit anything for shit out here.
Vehicle down.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Approaching return line.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your... Spare 15, you are cleared for takeoff. Get your ass in gear.
In gun range.
Missile. Missile.
For one bandit splashed by spare 15.
Missile.
Turn and burn! Missile headed for you!
Missile.
Spare 15, launching missile. Hostile has a lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 9, locked on bandit.
Missile.
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots? What about them on the news?
Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? These are just pawns.
That lion son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Spare 15, launching missile.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller missile, shake it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! High roller missile, another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High roller. He's been taken out.
Don't miss your pants over one aircraft being down. Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out?
Moron.
Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit. I'm hit. My aircraft.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop me.
I'm getting behind Trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Good decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless.
That's one of those moderate your numbers.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy shot down. We've got less than 3 days worth of energy stored. Has a lock on you.
Engage or face punishment.
Tap it away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Missile. Missile.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle these rest once and for all.
Spare 15, Fox 2. On your 6.
Behind!
Star warning.
Enemy is locked
Star
on.
warning. Missile.
3 minutes remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Break! Break!
Missile. Missile.
Missile, right now! That's no good. Good idea.
Bandits in the tunnel. They're taking off from inside. The tunnel? You gotta be kidding.
Tabloid, missile heading your way. Someone snuck up on you, numbskull.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Spare 15 locked.
The mission and the ones who stayed, they're crazy. Spare 15 down another. That's 3.
Spare squadron, you haven't done enough damage to the base. Regular forces will have trouble attacking. You cowards aren't even suitable as targets.
You call us cowards when you're walking us from miles away?
Enjoy yourself in your cell after this, Count.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bandit in my sights.
Vehicle down.
I'm finally finding my groove.
Spare 15, target destroyed. 1 minute remaining. Missile incoming! Spare 15 locked. Hostile has the lock. Don't worry about crashing. Worry about your sins.
You freelancing as a priest now as well as a jailer?
30 seconds remaining.
Whatever. Don't get the order to retreat.
Convicts, your time is up. Top brass wants you to head back. You'll have a nice time in solitary. Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. All squadron. Running the anti-air interceptors. Open fire.
Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Marine Week is a kind of specialty line.
Fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. You're hitting 3 locations. Some of their powers, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Hey, gun down. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do? Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Mad Dog's finally come around.
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Trigger, rocking it hard. Cut the crap. There's work to do.
Bandit acquired. Firing.
Target destroyed. A bomber has taken off. That's for us. Take care of it.
Alpha has a lock. Break! Missile inbound! Trigger, they have a lock on you.
Locked.
This base uses its surroundings. You're good.
Fox 2.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
That bomber's getting away. Chase it down like you mean it, morons.
In position behind Bandit. Bandit acquired. Lock on.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Enemy reinforcements. Check your radars.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Spare 15 locked on. engaged.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Hostile has a lock. Break! Break! Vehicle down. Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy. Spare 15, target destroyed.
It's not like, you know, I'm gambling with my life out here.
Spare 15, missile. Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Now the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy?
Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Van Dog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing. The bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access. Our attack angles are limited.
Approaching return line.
Spare 15, this is... Spare 15, you are cleared for takeoff. Get your...
Hostile down. Missile inbound. Evade. Spare 15. Target destroyed. Spare 15. Fox 2. Spare 15. Locked.
Someone take out the AA!
Spare 9, lock on bandit.
Vehicle down. Spare 15. Missile. Enemy has a lock on you.
Driving bombs are passive, just an rate.
Spare 15, target destroyed. Aircraft approaching at high speed, bearing 280. They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Machines are not replacing humans.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Target hit.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? The penal units are just pawns.
That lion son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue. location.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller missile. Take it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! I roll a missile! Another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
You take care of the surface target.
Spare 15 target destroyed.
What happens to a bank when the bank is out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit. I'm hit. My aircraft.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try to stop me. I'm getting on trigger. This thing's the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows who played your numbers.
You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise. Engage or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Wow, Trigger's the only one.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. You're gonna be able to lose best once and for all. This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead.
Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Sorry, gotta bail.
Is Trigger still alive?
3 minutes remaining. Fox 2.
Come on, hit those damn fighters. Missile inbound. Evade. Missile. Trigger, I like your style.
Spare 15 blocked.
Kill on target confirmed. Enemy is locked on.
Target hit. Vehicle down.
Fox 2.
Enemy in gun range.
The enemy has escaped.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping. 2 minutes remaining. Take out anti-air weapons that get in the way.
Kill on target confirmed. They have me spiked.
Vehicle down. Hostile has a lock. AA gun down. Target in gun range. Fire.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
You're not like the ones who scurried back to the base, Trigger. I'll give you that.
1 minute remaining.
Incoming missile. Breaking.
There's no way this base can be attacked from the air.
Straight into the tunnel. They're taking off from inside.
Get down.
Tunnel? You gotta be kidding. Locked on hostile. Enemy locked.
If you keep flying straight, you'll get hit.
30 seconds remaining. mission is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already. Some welcome.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them. You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weapons. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Missile.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed. The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Thunderclouds are common this time of year.
Fox 2. Confirmed kill on AA gun. Destruction of target facility confirmed.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Enemy sighted, closing fast. You sure? In this weather?
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
It's cloudy around there. Radar visibility is limited. Stay alert.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Break!
Missile.
I'd rather be back in my cell.
There's no way I'm going back to the brig. Don't get in my way.
Caution. 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 Pull up. Missile. Missile.
Fly between those rocks and this wind?
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Radar facilities are silent, but those SAM sites are still a threat. Eliminate them.
Caution.
They're flying between the columns.
Missile.
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Missile.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Spare 15 is down. The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
UAV is zapped. They're acting funny. Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
Spare 15 is moving through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Damn it, that was too much speed.
You bastards flying just to waste fuel.
Strider 2, enemy behind you.
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Strider 2, missile going your way!
Strider 2, missile incoming.
It's gonna be a long way around this time. All cowards, go hide in the thundercloud like Trigger.
Missile, don't let it touch you!
I owe you.
Good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Evade! Missile
Trigger
incoming!
just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Cyclops 1, break, break!
Strider 4, landed on your 6. They move pretty good for machines.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar.
Bandit down. Fox 2.
Hostile has a lock.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Strider 4, missile inbound.
Want a piece of me? You got it.
Break, goddammit, break!
UAV down.
Vandal, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger. Where to go? Missile inbound. Evasive maneuvers. Great.
Hostile behind me!
This is bad. Fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Missile.
Try and stop me.
Missile.
UAV destroyed.
Missile.
I owe you one.
Missile.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guidance.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Cyclops 3,
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. Make it if you don't panic.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Drinking. Trigger's hold up. We got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud.
Missile. Missile.
Dodge that missile.
Stall warning.
Cyclops 3, break. Missile inbound.
UAVs move swiftly. Watch your tails, guys.
Cyclops 3. There's one aircraft nearby from the 444.
Our job is to watch the airspace. Yours is to get the hell out of there. Enemy has a lock on you.
last much longer unless you support us properly.
Missile in the air. Evading.
Cyclops 3, missile in the air! Hell, they don't even have a formation.
Spare 15 locked on.
Nothing but clouds here.
Objective lost. I told you not to let any get shot down. The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
It's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes that don't know shit about me. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Figured UAVs wouldn't like lightning. Let's go.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Rider 2, enemy behind you!
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Cyclops 2, evade that missile! I owe you. Right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Shake that enemy!
Trigger's been destroyed by lightning!
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
They don't even have time to check radar! Missile inbound. Drinking.
Spare 15 has entered the clouds. Locked on target.
Strider 4, missile inbound.
Spare 15 focus 2.
Missile!
UAV down.
Enemy's got a lock.
Bring it on. Cyclops 2, missile inbound!
Cyclops 3, watch your ass.
There are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone. Enemy has a lock on me.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it.
Missile, don't let it touch you! Hell, they don't even have a formation.
Dodge that missile.
Bandit has a lock.
Strider 3, missile in the air! Evade!
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Cyclops 3,
Roger.
missile in the air!
Where to go?
Hostile has a lock.
Damn it, I've lost too much speed.
Bastards flying just to waste fuel.
Go to hell.
Hostile behind me!
This is bad. Fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try and stop me.
Cyclops 4, missile!
Even if they are just decoys, there are too many.
Spare 15 launching missile.
flank.
UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Cyclops 2, missile fired at you!
He's retreating.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Cyclops 3, one aircraft nearby from the 444th.
Our job is to watch the airspace. Yours is to get the hell out of there. Bandit down.
Cyclops 3, break! Missile inbound!
Quit whining and finish them off. Spare 15, launching missile.
Cyclops 3 is taking fire. We're not gonna last much longer unless you support us properly. Hostile down.
Break! They're all over me!
Maintain your element. Go at it in pairs. Locked on target.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bad dog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You let the devil with 3 sand lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh. This is Bandog. Spare 15 will deal with the drones.
Cavalry's here? Just in time.
No, that one bird is doing all the work. We'd be losing more men if it weren't for him.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
My target.
Cyclops 1, missile!
Spare 15 locked on.
Cyclops 1 is hit!
Down hit, but still functional.
Target was not hit. Spare 15 launching missile. Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, Champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it.
He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8. No dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy. Yeah, shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's
That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Blast them. Force craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out.
Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
Enemy is walking.
Target is right in front of me.
Chaff and flares deployed. Enemy has a lock on you. Chaff and flares are running low.
Wiseman, you see that color? He's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want running. Jaeger, if it comes down, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Locked on.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No, just one's taking them on.
No way.
Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15 got him.
Zero 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited. Soul 2, this is Soul 1.
Soul 2 here. What's up?
Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Ocean, do not engage. If it gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
He dodged again. Interesting. Some white lines. Do they signify something?
Warning. System malfunction.
Bandit fired missile.
Spare 15 caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss an opening. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Spare 15 locked.
Warning. System malfunction.
Missile incoming. Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Warning. Warning. Feedback filter damage.
Look after your craft. One mistake and you're a goner.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Spare 15 locked.
Alert. System failure.
retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will we be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked shark would, then one by one, he put the bite on him. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron. This target radar facility.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow them straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was going to keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.